Hi Libra, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Welcome to November, Librans. It's a wonderful month to be grateful. It's a beautiful month to be counting our blessings. Now, Mars goes direct this month on the 14th, and it has been retrograde since the last couple of months in Aries. We also have Mercury, which is going direct, and Mercury also has been retrograde since the last 3 weeks. And then we have a Jupiter and a Pluto conjunct, and then we have an eclipse season beginning end of the month. So on the 4th, we have Mercury, which goes direct in your own house, Librans, and it is joined with Venus, that is there practically the entire month till about 27th of November. So a lot of conversations on your life goals. What is it that you want for yourself? Where it is that you see yourself going? And I think with the supermoon that happened for you on the 16th of last month, there have been some very powerful revelations, that may have come across to you, maybe some facts, things that you may have suspected earlier, but they turned out to be quite factual evidence, so to speak, be it regarding your work situation, be it regarding more clarity on who you are as a person, the kind of people you want to hang around with, or people who are your tribe. With the Jupiter and the Pluto conjunct, not willing to sort of conform to the regular. And so if you have been amongst a group of friends and some of it has not worked for you and you've sensed the toxicity of it, you've chosen to break away from it. So there has been a lot of reassessment, re-evaluation that you've been going through the entire 2020. And now in November, with Mercury coming over there could be a lot of conversations about how it is that you see yourself, where it is that you see your work going, what is it that you want to project yourself out in the world, how it is that you want the world to view you, and very importantly, that how it is and where it is that you see yourself in this entire map. On the 11th, we have Mercury, which joins Sun in your house of earned income, and this is the money which is given to us by others. It can be your job, somewhere where you work on a project, on a consultancy. And this is also a house of self-worth and values. So it's a great time to be making financial plans and for devising methods to increase productivity and efficiency in businesses. You may at this time make commercial agreements and you may sign quite a bit of contracts, Librans. You're more interested in reading books related to intellectual occupations. Perhaps some of you could even participate in some training programs, and you're generally very interested in expanding your worldview and in expanding your knowledge base, Librans, during this time. And your main ideas or your main concern will be that ideas that have practical values, ideas that have feet on the ground, and you will be busy making short trips, whether they are for health reason or for intellectual pursuits or even just to expand your mind. On from the 8th to 12th, we have Pluto and Jupiter conjunct, that is there and happening in your house of home, and this aspect has been happening for you the entire year, Librans. And especially it is important right now because we have Mars, which is going direct on the 14th of November. Now, since Jupiter and Pluto are conjuncting, and they're going to be they're uniting in Capricorn. They're going to be under the gaze of the very strict and severe the teacher planet Saturn, which is going to be reminding you of the responsibilities, of the duties, and especially it's going to be checking and frowning upon the excesses, especially where Jupiter is concerned, because it can be that because it involves your home, that you could be either too invested at home. Maybe there needs to be a discipline, there needs to be a balance about there's something else that you need to be doing while, of course, taking care of your home. Maybe you need to be taking more care of yourself, of your work. And it's also a time wherein that Jupiter and Pluto, or Pluto, for one, it's a planet, or it stands for deconstruction of old ideas, old habits, old norms, things that have been going on for years and they no longer have any value. And it's about to bring about change. So Pluto digs in deeper. It brings out your beliefs. It brings out things that maybe you may have grown up with, maybe something that you inherited from your parents. It could be something, even the habits are good or bad, both either, that you may have watched your parents do and you've imbibed them. But this is the time to be shedding them, because Pluto is all about change. And we also, of course, have Uranus, and he carries on being there for the next couple of years. And Saturn with the Pluto and the Jupiter conjunct is going to be up for truth. It's going to be asking for change. It's going to be asking for more individuality, more freedom of thought, more adaptability, more acceptance, and also while ensuring that others don't get harmed in the process. So it's not just all about you, it's about the larger good of humanity. So it's not as if only you are the person who benefits out of it. Now, the Jupiter and the Pluto combination, conjunct, can also indicate that you may need to sort of adapt your aspirations. You may need to tone them down, because things are not how they were, a year back. The entire world has changed. So you may need to tweak your aspirations as to the current scenario. You need to be bold, you need to be courageous, you need to have the heart of a lion, dear Librans. And I think it's wonderful. I think with you being the constant balancer, someone who constantly looks out for justice and equality and fairness, for you having the courage, I think at times maybe you just get too polite, so that you don't sort of want to hurt people whom you care for. But with this conjunct, there's going to be, I mean, if you see any atrocity happening, if you see any abuse happening, you're being asked to have that courage to stand up, and to stand up for the injustices, to speak up, to be brave, to have that courage. On the 15th, we have a new moon that is there in your house of earned income. So it speaks about your disposable income, and it signals an opportunity or a desire to increase your income. You could be very keen to enhance your money. In certain cases, you could simply be inclined to spend money as well. Librans, yes, I know you love shopping, but it could just be something that if you have to spend money, make sure that it's absolutely necessary. Don't get into anything frivolous. And it's an excellent time in any case to be, I would say investing. I think stocks, I've been saying throughout, because of the Uranian energy. I don't think so there's anything else that is going well as the stocks are doing. So after doing a decent amount of a pro and a con analysis, ensure that you're investing into something which is really solid. If you're looking to streamline and to get your finances under control, it's a great time for it. Plan a budget, Librans, and stick with it, because it's this specific house also rules your self-esteem. So it can be that for some of you, you may maybe by mid next year, you may just think of that you don't want to be doing you don't want to be working for someone. You may want to start something of your own. So try and sort of put the money in not risky endeavors. Try and sort of invest it safely. On the 22nd, we have Venus, that comes, of course, in your house of finances again, and a great time to be maybe generating another source of revenue. Maybe a passion turns into a profession. On the 27th, we have Sun that moves into your house of siblings, communication, and learning. Great, wonderful time to be maybe picking up another language, maybe learning something, maybe going in for another course and expanding your mind. Maybe your sibling, one of your sibling needs help. Maybe you need to be speaking with that sibling. It could be a financial help, really. And so you're really being called out. You're being asked to step up and to sort of help in your sibling. We're closing the month with a full moon or lunar eclipse that is there in your higher mind. And this is also the house of spirituality and long distance travel. I don't know how that is going to happen in the COVID scenario. But a full moon over here, it just is going to make you feel very connected spiritually. You're going to be very keen to learn more, dig more deeper, and look at things from more of a spirituality, from a spiritual perspective, and how your belief system affects, who you are as a person. All of this could come to focus during this time. If if you feel that if you've been somewhat been depressed and if there's a certain parental issue that you've been concerned about or it's been depressing you, I think you really need to be focusing on your own individual growth, Librans. And I don't think so there's anything selfish about it. I think the thoughts and the beliefs and the opinions that we grow up with from our parents are made from their own experience. They necessarily do not have to be true. I'm not getting into the good or bad. I'm just speaking about expanding your mind, learning more, and embracing your parents' fears need not be your fears. Your parents' likes, dislikes, or even their fear of it may be whatever change. I think everyone fears change, and maybe the older generation more so because they draw a lot of comfort with the known. But that does not have to be you don't have to take that on as an extra baggage and say that, oh, that's my, because that is your parents' experience. It's not your experience, and it will definitely be colored. And just because they happen to be your parents, it doesn't mean that you start hating the things or hating the people that they do, because that is their perspective. And for whatever reason, have your own, formulate your own opinions, relook at your own belief system, be courageous, be brave enough to call out yourself and say that I don't think so. What I'm doing or what I believe in or what I have believed in could be 100% true. Actually, none of us can really say that because research, data, everything keeps changing and it keeps adding on. So it is a great time to be exploring. It's a great time to be doing nature trips. It's a great time to be connecting with yourself. It's a wonderful time, Librans, to be on a higher frequency, irrespective of whatever may be happening. And I do not want to dismiss the pandemic as something which is very small. It is devastating, but you have to opt to choose to be on a higher frequency than others. So choose joy, choose gratitude, hold your family closer, enjoy the nature. Don't be transactional in relationships. Don't measure. When you give with an open heart and when you give your authentic self, it does reach the other person. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.